Hi Libra, welcome to Maslow Tarot. I'm here to do your reading for the next 30 days, December 15th through January 15th. Oh, I feel like the camera moved. Oh well. You're getting my end of day after the shower look. So anyway, welcome to Maslow Tarot. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for your support. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus, and I bring in my guides, ancestors, guardians, spirit of the highest vibration only, please. To assist me with this reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus, for their highest benefit only, please. Thank you. I just got like a really comfy feeling, like a hug. So if someone's sending a hug, thank you. Right, so I'm going to first pull some letters, see if this resonates with any of y'all. That came out fast. G. Maybe help you connect more with the reading. Getting grandmother. I. M. For Libra. C. R. Like Michael, Micah, Ricky, Grim, migrating, moving, Michigan, Z and R again. All right then. That'll be good for that. If you don't see your letter, don't worry about it. Could just not make sense until later. Let's also see what your themes are. Actually, I didn't pull angel cards for the last. Let's pull some angel themes, angel messages. Alright. For Libra, please, for the next 30 days, what's going to be important for them, Spirit? Presence and respect. Demanding your respect. Respecting somebody for just being around or being there when you needed them. Truth and delight. See how they're all gathering around? Maybe it's somebody's birthday's coming up. Or you could just have a lot of Libra in your chart. Truth. Someone probably came through and was like, you know what? I need to tell you something. And it probably wasn't the easiest thing to hear. But they actually, were respectful. What is it? Direct, respectful, and honest. And express themselves and how they feel about something. And it's something that you really take a lot of respect in. You could actually, this is a Libra thing, maintaining harmony and balance at a celebration or maybe among family members. Holidays are around right now. Okay. All right, relationships. Working on your relationship. It says, I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Love is in the air. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Aww. Family changes. Okay. Family changes. Visiting. Families could be visiting. Yeah, families could be visiting and you could be running into maybe a clashing of personalities, bumping of heads, maybe not really aligning on spiritual values or just things that you like to talk about. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. So looking at it as a learning opportunity for maybe because you love that person, because you want to fortify these relationships or build relationships, forgiveness, maybe some of that truth that comes out. Again, it could be sticky, but forgiving that person or forgiving yourself or not holding on to it so tightly just because it feels so uncomfortable, but understanding that it's actually on the table now and the air is being cleared. So as I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So how can we resolve this? The truth has been spoken. It hurts. It hurts, but it's valued because it's honesty. It's being real. You don't want somebody just lying to you all the time because it makes you feel better. Lying to your face just to get through the family dinner, you know what I mean? It's like get down and dirty, Get down and dirty, be real. As long as you come from that heart space, we're going to have our reactions, but if you come from a space of love, like, what can go wrong? I mean, yeah, it can be uncomfortable for a little bit, but now they know. All right. Libra, let's pull from the Bab deck, created by Akumama Health and I. Just a fun little deck that we did together based on certain things that aligned in our, or that happened during our friendship, that would build each other up. You know, each card has its own special meaning pretty much. But go check out her channel. She does 30 days of Reiki healing right now, and she's amazing. Akumama Health. I'm going to put that in my description, actually. I don't think I have yet. Soulmate or twin flame. So this could be somebody that you have a really deep connection with, and maybe your family just doesn't really get it. Your family doesn't really get it. They're so different than you. Hey, are you happy? Because if you're happy, then it's all that matters, right? Balls deep. So you could be getting very deep into this connection. This could be going, you probably just found yourself buried in this connection. Trauma bond or codependent. So that's a warning, I think, from Spirit, is just to make sure that it doesn't become a trauma bond or codependent. You guys could have went through adversity, and this person could have helped you through it, maybe through a family issue. You could have confided in this love interest, in this person that you hold dearly, and they're actually here to teach you a lesson if they're your twin flame, or to help you grow more as a person. Anything else? All right, manifest that shit. So you're manifesting this as you speak, as you work with this person. You're manifesting the future. So everything that you're doing now has an effect on how it will be done in the future. So building that solid foundation is important. Poking the bear. So if somebody has an ear problem, or if you keep pushing an issue, if someone keeps pushing the issue. This happens a lot at family dinners. You know, when you're getting together with people, like, some people just like to poke at people just to get a rise out of them. And that could be what's happening. And then we have, you're a bab. You're a badass bitch. Badass bitch. And that means that you're keeping this shit together, okay? You probably came from a hard situation. You probably learned a lot of lessons. You're building yourself. You're taking care of your finances. You're an independent person. You know how to treat others, and you're trying to build yourself up. You're not a saint. Heck no, you're not a saint. You might not even be you're not a rich person, but you're doing everything that you need to and everything that you can in order to be a whole, well-rounded person. Nobody's perfect. We know this, but it's good to remind yourself every day so that you can hold yourself to that higher standard of growth. All right, Libra, what is going on for you? The next 30 days for Libra. So this is, we're doing a spread, the pentagram spread. 5 cards with clarifiers. So this is where you came from. This is where you're going. This is where Libra came from. This is where Libra's going. This is what's difficult. This is what makes sense. And this is the ultimate goal or the outcome. All right, let's see. For Libra, please. Alright. Having some skin problems lately. I'm shaking earthquake. Sorry. Alright, Libra, so this is where you came from. This is what you're bringing into the situation. This is something to reflect on as you move forward. This is the past. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. I feel like you were celebrating. Like, I finally got it. Maybe you recently got married. We have the Lover's card here. You found your soulmate, and maybe you tied the knot. Very solid relationship. Where are you going? Page of Cups in reverse. And the 9 of Cups. So this is what's difficult. What's difficult with Libra? High Priestess and the 8 of Swords. You see? I don't know if we can see. Page of Cups in reverse. 10 of Cups. All right, this one makes sense. This makes sense. Okay. I feel like someone's gonna have to hold their tongue though. Somebody. Okay. So all right. So where you came from, we have the Ten of Cups and the Lovers. You found your soulmate, maybe you tied the knot, and now you're getting to know each other real close. Or you've been together for a while. Maybe the emotional connection has been dissipating a little bit as far as emotional communication. You don't say nice, loving things to each other, but you're still pretty solid emotionally. You don't really need them, so you're not really like needing to hear their affirmation. But I think you might start a project on your own in the next 30 days. Feeling a little emotional void, I think, or maybe reestablishing that emotional connection of communication. So this is what is difficult for you, is the High Priestess and the Eight of Swords. You might have a secret. You might have a secret, but what's difficult for you is probably that you don't really need to communicate very much. You can see everything as it stands. As it stands. You can see everything pretty clearly because the blindfold's off. You had to see your hard truths. You probably leveled up to the point where you became the High Priestess. Probably have a lot of Pisces in your chart. Okay. All right. So it's hard to explain to people the things that you know based on personal experience. Maybe you've been through, I don't know why I'm getting a lot of things. You could have been through a lot, and it's hard to relate to other people that haven't been through the things you have, okay? Maybe especially your lover, right? We have the Page of Cups in reverse for where you're going. So you might be holding something back, maybe not being completely honest about how you feel about a certain aspect of it. You might actually find yourself needing more alone time, needing to reestablish that sense of self. Finding yourself very satiated by yourself. Maybe there's a little bit of drinking involved too, but I think that this is just emotional satisfaction by yourself, and the other, you don't really know how to tell the other person without hurting them, so you're just kind of lying. That's what I'm getting. But that's just because you love them, right? So you're stuck in between a rock and a hard place, trying to make a decision to where the emotional tide can stay low. Right, but it's a harsh truth. It's a double-edged sword, because the minute that you're honest, it's like, yes, I'm thankful for you for being honest, and I respect that. It's a delight to know that we have such a deep connection, but it does hurt. Like, you're like, I kind of want to do this on my own, like this one thing. I mean, I love you, but I think that you're just taking a step back from a relationship and doing something on your own. It makes things a little bit easier for you on the day-to-day, it feels like. Being able to create, being able to manifest, right? Being a very independent person in a relationship that's very deep and very loving. So this is what makes sense. It makes sense to do something your own way, right? You might even go on a trip by yourself. And that could be what's difficult for you, is letting them know. So the Queen of Swords in reverse and the Tower for the ultimate goal is like, I really don't want to be harsh. I really don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to be a bitch. I don't want to be an asshole. I'm trying to, I know this is going to hurt, but I want to avoid the whole tower being destroyed, because this is really going to test the foundation of the relationship. So speaking the truth, you're going to be coming in with love here. You're putting yourself out there to say, it's hurting me, you're going to become honest about something that might even hurt you more to be quiet about it than to be honest about it, but you're coming with honesty and with love and with wisdom. Okay, and it feels like a compromise. So I feel like the ultimate goal is to have a compromise in this situation. All right, let's get some more messages for maybe more people, or, okay. The Devil, a lot of passion. Or maybe you're talking about something in the bedroom that fell right on the Page of Cups. So you could be talking about spicing it up in the bedroom, maybe adding something that the other person hasn't really, tried yet with you. Three of Cups in reverse, maybe you want to bring in a third party, or you want to go at this alone, right? So maybe more poly situation with relationships. I'm sorry, but with the Lovers card, the Devil, you could be dealing with Capricorn, but the Three of Cups in reverse is generally something about not being invited to the party, and there's a specific purpose for it. So this could be definitely a group of people that just aren't getting along, but with the Devil card, it's about indulgences. So this is going to hurt that person's feelings. Maybe you're withdrawing the cup of love and not taking it forward. It's like, that you're happy, this makes you happy. But it's like, are you ready for that? Some people in this situation are just not ready to commit fully yet because they want to be promiscuous. They're not satiated passionately or sexually. So they're needing to move forward. And it's a big sacrifice. It's a big sacrifice. It's a really hard decision here. We have the Six of Cups and the Ten of Wands in reverse. So it's like, looking back on it, it was a burden in their mind, or they're giving up, but they do reminisce and they're nostalgic about the happy moments because it's an emotional satisfaction thing. But they find that they're emotionally satisfied by themselves, maybe after they find and they're with you or with this relationship, but they just aren't ready yet with the Nine of Cups. So there's a couple different stories going on here. Whew. All right, so where you're going. So it looks like you're heading into singledom. A big chunk of you, or you are single and you're staying single. It's like you had what you want. You had what you wanted. You found your soulmate. Maybe they're not ready. Maybe they're the ones who are just out dipping their stick in all the different kind of oil chambers. I don't know. But the love isn't being offered, so you got to move on somehow, right? With the Page of Cups in reverse, somebody's not honest emotionally, or they're not ready, or they're too immature. With the Nine of Cups, you become emotionally stable on your own. Wow. Okay. Four of Wands. This foundation was meant to crumble. It was not a solid foundation. This could have been a friendship as well. So it looks like the breakup could have been amicable. With the Page of Cups upright and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, somebody was very honest in how they spoke about ending the cycle. I mean, honestly, it looks like you are ending a cycle with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse here. It's just about to flip over. You just got to hang on and be honest with yourself about the situation. Okay? And again, flip it if you need it. The energies can change here. Can flip it and reverse it. I'm a little rusty. All right, Six of Swords. Somebody's moving on. It makes sense, though. It makes sense. I mean, if you really look back on it, was it a happy place where you were? But I'm talking about what you're trying to move away from. Some of you are exiting a relationship or are newly single. It wasn't going anywhere. It wasn't changing. So you're reliving the same cycle over and over again. But now you're realizing that if you move out of the situation, you have more room and space. You have more room and space to manifest your desires, to use the energy of your space to co-create with the universe in order to make your own world. Judgment in reverse. You're still wondering about this decision. Maybe the decision was out of your hands. It wasn't even, it was forced upon you, or it wasn't something that you asked for. High Priestess upright, but it was something that you saw coming. High Priestess upright twice. It makes sense because you knew it was going to happen. You knew they weren't ready. Right? So keep tapping into your intuition. Follow that intuition and it'll take you forward to where you need to go. For your ultimate goal, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Tower in reverse, Five of Pentacles in reverse, and the Ace of Cups. So some people want to get out of this painful ending, avoid the disaster, and refill the cup of love, because it does look like it's running a little empty here. Coming out of the cold, right? But it looks like if you do, there's really only nasty things to say. It looks like resentment. Resentment with the Queen of Swords in reverse. All right, why is this the ultimate goal? But I think either way, love is had. It's either through the self or through this partnership, but it looks like you're avoiding a disaster by getting out of it. That Queen of Swords ready to snap. Yeah. Run! Run! maybe it was reckless. You could looking back and saying like, you don't want to react too fast. You don't want to react too harshly. It's like, okay, I can be emotionally satisfied by myself and maybe they'll come back. It does seem like waiting. That's like, if I'm sitting in a like I'm thinking of school dance or something, and I see somebody who's got their arms crossed and leg crossed like that, I'm not going to walk up to you. Like, I don't want to talk to you. You look like you're having a horrible time. You look like you're just fine by yourself, but you're not very friendly looking. So it's kind of like, while you're emotionally satisfied by yourself, it's just like you're kind of closing yourself to other opportunities of new beginnings, and you're doing it purposefully because you don't want to be impulsive with the Knight of Swords energy here. And you could actually know that you have a lot of options. You know how powerful you are with this High Priestess card. You know how powerful you are. Yeah. You don't want to make any bad investments. You ain't going to choose the wrong thing. You're not in no hurry to go through that again. To think that this is my 10 of Cups and it ends up being a double. Yeah. Not emotionally invested in making any decisions at this time, right? Or you're leading away from your emotions, making head over heart decisions instead, following logic and following the universe and following opportunity wherever it may lead you. I feel like studying again, maybe going back to school, learning some new things. Yeah, 10 of Cups in reverse. Queen of Wands, taking ownership of your life, taking your life back after something acted like it was everything you wanted. It could have been a twin flame that just wasn't ready. That was just a lesson. It could have been a soulmate lesson. And it's actually just leading you more to being in your power and being where you're meant to be. Maybe you're not meant to have what everybody else has. Maybe you're meant for the rebel life. Non-traditional. Right? Meant to be strong. Could be dealing with a Leo. King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I feel like that King of Wands is looking at you. Whether it be a fire sign. I don't know. It could be somebody competing. Somebody angry. I'm getting. Emperor in reverse. Yeah, controlling. So if you are getting out of a relationship that was tumultuous to the point where it hurts you, protect yourself. Utilize resources. And once you make a decision, do not go back. Easier said than done. Wow, Virgo. You guys got a lot going on. I wonder if I have a lot of Virgos that will watch this. I'm sorry if it was all over the place. I am still getting my act together as far as like getting into the intuition and flow. And I've been meditating on your cards and everything. But the nerves still hit a little bit. I'm trying to get my ego out of there. Just have fun with it, Just have fun with it. It's just tarot. But yeah, let's get you some butterfly. Butterfly. Let's get you some mermaids. Closing advice. Closure for Virgo, please. That might be worse posture. All right. Relax. Relaxation while you wait in solitude. Wow. A lot of solitude energy there. Taking a pause. It's good to take a pause. See the sun. Enjoy the beauty and where you're at. I feel like you definitely take some time. Like, definitely Virgo card, hermit mode. Could be in hermit mode for the next 30 days. But enjoying your solitude could be very much an introvert and healing, yeah. So taking this time to use your space as healing, and then before you move on to the next stages. Because no matter how strong you are, you still have emotions, you're still human. Whatever, you're still living a human experience. So appreciating things for what it was, what it hoped to be, and then moving forward. Taking your power back. Walking through those emotions. Look at the Kraken! Leading the way through the emotions. Being able to breathe underwater, I don't know if that's a thing. Okay, I'm done. Okay. Thank you so much, Virgo, for coming by. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll try to go live on Sunday. Wait, Sunday. Before Monday. Yes. I'm going to try to go live on Sunday to see if I could do a weekly reading for you guys. But yeah, please like and subscribe. I enjoyed your energy. Thank you very much. Have a good one.